All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquat that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled Rappers Paid to Push a Certain Narrative. All right, rappers are paid to push a certain narrative. Now I got inspired to do this lesson because of these two videos that I'm getting ready to show you all. And pretty much within these two videos, you're gonna hear Meek Mill, Ice Cube, this guy at the bottom of the screen, and this other dude. You're gonna hear all of them speak and say that the industry tells these rappers to push a certain narrative, meaning the industry, the small hats, the people that's behind hip hop, the music industry, movie industry, the sports industry, everything. All right, they're behind it all. They own all of it. And behind the scenes, they tell these rappers to rap about certain things. And those things that are very well known are drugs, money, whores, cars, chains, violence, so forth and so on. All right. They get told to rap about those things or don't rap about anything that's positive. And within these videos, you're going to hear them say if they were to rap about these things, they would get paid more money and they'll get more publicity, meaning their celebrity status will continue to rise and they'll continue to be a household name or just superbly popular, you know? So a lot of these rappers would follow suit. They will listen to what their master has to say and they will rap about ignorant things. And that's why you see a lot of our people act the way that they act right now today. All right, because people really don't understand that music is very powerful. Music can bring different spirits upon you. All right, especially nowadays because everybody has on the headphones. Everybody can just sit down and zone out and just listen to every single sound, beat, lyric, and everything goes into that person's head. And now it gets to the point where a lot of these people act out what they hear because it's powerful. They look at these rappers, they look at them as guys, they look at them as people who hustled and they got over the system and now they able to go out and make millions of dollars and they got all the women in the world. They can travel and do all these different things, right? And so these people look at them as if they're successful people and they look at them as if they're the ones to be like. But in reality, these are the ones that's actually destroying the majority of our people. That's why you got people that comes to mind. First one, of course, the one that's been taking over 2023, Sexy Red. She's coming out with all of the ignorant music, man. And the thing is, it's not even fucking music. Excuse my language, but it's not even music. She's just speaking. That's it. The beats are horrible. The choruses are trash. The songs as a whole is just not good at all, man. All right, she's talking about her booty hole brown, her coochie is pink, she going to Pound Town and all of these different things, and she over here talking about I work so hard that my coochie stink. Man, you know you work hard when your coochie starts stinking. Like, come on, man. But this is what's being pushed on our people. It's being pushed on our people so we can stay stupid, we can stay dumb, we can stay ignorant, and we can stay not realizing who we are within the spirit. Because when it comes down to it, that's all it really is, man. Esau just don't want us to wake up. Esau want us to stay where we at. Homeborn slaves, man. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and play these two videos so you all can see what I'm talking about. Then we're going to grab a few scriptures.
What did Meek Mill say? But if we get paid to rap about that stuff, they actually pay us more when we rap about more ignorant stuff, so I make sure So they're told to push a certain narrative, right? Now why would they do that? Seems like Ice Cube knows why. Recently he was on the Club Random podcast and this is what he said.
Same people who own the labels own the prisons. Literally the same people. Literally the same people. It seems really suspicious, if you want to say that word. The records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
I mean, us conspiracy minds already knew, right? I did a video on this last year. And it must be well known in the industry. Listen to what Tekashi says.
I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than King
nuts like me, it's gonna get way harder. But shit, if these got little nuts, it's gonna start getting back to a different type of rap. You know what I'm saying? Partying and fucking and all that type of shit. Because that's what we talk about when they don't let us talk about what we really want to talk about.
So you just heard that video, okay? And the thing is that you gotta realize as well is rappers like Ice Cube, you know, the OGs of the game, they know what's going on too. They know exactly what's going on because they're in the industry, man. And if you are Jake, if you a Negro, Latino, or a Native American, and you quote unquote made it, you are definitely in the industry, and you definitely have been doing things behind the scenes to get your status, man. You're not just getting up there because you are one of the ones who are actually able to get put over because of your talent. No, man. That's why a lot of people back then was coming down on NWA because they like, man, listen to this music. This music is talking about you selling drugs to your own people and killing your own people. And this music is being pushed, and a lot of people are loving it. And people was becoming confused, and then Ice Cube and Dr. Dre and Eazy-E, all of them would try to switch it up and be like, no, we just rapping about our reality. This is just what we're seeing and what we're dealing with every day. But when you listen to the songs, you're literally saying that you'll hold a gun in your hand and kill somebody. And that's the music that's being pushed. So you can't listen to none of these so-called OG rappers, man. They know what's going on. They know that a certain narrative is being pushed. All right, that's why for many years, Ice Cube and all of them, they kept coming out with that gangster music. He literally got the song, I started this gangster shit, and this a motherfucking thanks I get. he started it, man, and he still pushed it. He already knew what it was. Now, a lot of people can say, well, he broke off. He started doing, the movies and everything. So what, man? Everybody still would know him as Ice Cube. All right, he still brings out music from time to time. He still speaks about those certain things, representing California, so forth and so on. All right. So before I begin speaking more, let's play the next video. Let's get the next video.
Hip hop changing from positive to negative was not a consequence of history. It was not a circumstance of history. It was nothing that just happened on its own. It had nothing to do with the changing of the times. It had nothing to do with that. It had everything to do with the fact that there are people in this particular society who wants to see us exactly where we are. I believe it was JT, the bigger figure, who said, the label executives came to him and said, yo brother, we need you talking about guns and whores. You know what I mean? That happens. I've been in those meetings. Young Buck, he has a song on his album that talks about police terrorism. The label said absolutely not. Jimmy Iovine said absolutely not. You cannot put that on the album because it might create an atmosphere that might put police officers' lives in danger. Right. So they took the record off, but they let him keep the other 14 songs on the album that talked about killing black youth. So this is what we're dealing with. We're not dealing with a circumstance or consequence of history.
And like the video, like it says right here in the caption, this was in 2009. Let it sink in, all right? What's that, 2009, 2019, 14 years ago? 14 years ago, this was spoken of. But like I said, this was being spoken of even before then. Because like I just said earlier, when NWA was out, they came out in the 80s. People were talking about this. All right? And you saw hip hop decline and get way worse as the decades went on. All right? And like I said before, we already know why this is happening, because Esau does not want us to grow a brain. Esau does not want us to wake up to who we are, and they just want us to be puppets, because that's all these hip hop artists are. They're just puppets. All right, you got people like Lil Bow Wow or Kendrick Lamar, whatever. They coming out, man. I don't understand why the music is so trash today. And the youth used to, these young talents, they need to come up and actually sit down and perfect their craft so they can bring out better music. They come on, man. They lying. They're not out here actually acting like this is a thing that just happened, as if people don't have talent. Nas, Outkast, Tupac, a lot of these rappers, when they first brought out their first albums, they were like 17, 18 years old. and they brought out good quality music as far as what you want to call it, as far as what good rap is. They came out with good music. But at the same time, there was still a narrative being pushed within that music. And Esau realized how powerful hip-hop was. And now look at hip-hop today. Hip-hop, is, in my opinion, is the #1 genre of music. All nations use it. All nations listen to it. All right? All nations vibe to it. It's the #1 genre of music. And that's what's made by Jake, Salt of the Earth. But Esau realized that. He was like, look, if we get people to keep bringing out this negative music, just like Ice Cube said, he had a point. He was like, man, we can get these idiots to listen to this music, have them spirits come upon them, because you already know behind the scenes in the industry, they bless the music with demons. They pray to Satan, and they bless the music, so then those demons can get on that music, and then people listen to that music, and people don't really understand that those demons come upon them. But we do understand it, man. All right. So at the end of the day, this is what's being pushed, and it's being pushed for a reason. But this is why we always thank Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for the small remnant as we're going to wake up out of this bullshit that we living in today. All right. So let's get Proverbs chapter 18. We're going to start at verse 20. It says, a man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. All right. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. That's why when you come out with music and you speak about death, look what's going on. Within the past 3 to 4 years, hundreds of rappers have died. Hundreds. A lot of people who are so-called innocent bystanders, they were killed. A lot of these people that's listening to the music and, you know, getting inspired by the music and everything. A lot of these so-called gangsters and everything that's living in the streets, living that hood life, they're dying every single day. Our people are committing genocide on each other every single day. And one of the main reasons is because of this music. And Mike Epps said that too. He was like, gangster rap been killing our people for years. For years. And the thing is, you can say, well, you got people like Talib, Kweli, Mos Def, you know, the conscious rappers or whatever, so forth and so on. Hey, they sellouts too, man. They are sellouts too. People like Common, all right? They are definitely sellouts, man. That's because they rap about so-called good things doesn't mean that they're not doing evil behind the scenes. We already know what it is, man. And especially, you know, people like Kanye West who make the beats, they already know they use what's the type of beat that they have to use? They can't use high-pitched sounds a lot in their music. They gotta have those dark sounds within the music, so then that can keep Jake more motivated to listen to it. And like I said, they listen to it, and then next thing you know, they live it. And guess what happens? They either living or they're dying. And guess which one is happening the most? Death. That's why it says death and life are in the power of the tongue. The lyrics. When people speak and then you got these bars, you know, it's great. Trust me, I understand. I rap too. Rap is fun as hell. You know, when you hear some good bars, you be like, damn, that was clever. You know, you get the punchlines, the syllables, the metaphors, you know, whatever, so forth and so on. It's very talented. This is something that only Jake can do. Okay, so when you hear it, you like, yeah, this is talent. But at the same time, this is your tongue. This is what you're saying to the people. You're literally telling them, like, yeah, go out, sell drugs and come up, be a hustler. Or you're literally telling them, yeah, go have fun, party, get on lean, do drugs. And guess what's happening nowadays? A lot of people are doing those drugs. They're getting off the lean. They're over here being intoxicated off every single thing, man. And a lot of people are perishing, overdosing, all kind of things, man. That's like when Juice WRLD was out. When Juice WRLD was out, he kept talking about it. How much he was just on drugs, on lean, just doing all kind of stuff. And people were following him. When you listen to Juice WRLD music, his music was depressing, man. I was like, man, I can't even listen to this shit. It's sad music. It really is. It's very, very sad music. But this is what's being pushed on our people. Let's get Psalms chapter 10. We're going to start at verse 1. It says, why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, who the Lord abhorreth. All right. He blesses the covetous, wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau. All right. He blessed people who increase wrongfully. And then, of course, when you look up the word covetous, it can mean coming up and increasing within violence as well. But the wicked does bless. He does bless the people who come up and do certain things that's wicked, doing and pressing evil every single day, just like our people when it comes to this music. He like, look, man, if you keep rapping about guns and whores, I'll make sure you're the most popular person on earth. I'll make sure you get as much money as you possibly can get. I'll make sure that you'll get all the women that you want. I'll make sure that you're able to take care of your mom. You can move out the hood. I'll make sure all of these things happen for you. But if you want this is what you got to rap about. And guess what? Jake want to escape those curses. Jake is getting tired of being broke. He's getting tired of struggling every day. He's getting tired of his family. He's getting tired of his girl leaving. You know, women are getting tired of being single mothers. All of these different things, man. The curses are real when it comes to our people. So when they get these opportunities and then they actually see that check, just like in that movie with Biggie Smalls, when they bring out the movie for him, and the dude that played P. Diddy gave him that check in that Big Mac box. I think it's for like $50,000 or $60,000 or something like that. When Jake see that type of money just given to him all at once, you know, for us, that for the majority of us, it take like a year or two to get that much money. All right, the majority of us, the average person probably make like $40,000 to $50,000 a year. All right, and it takes a whole year, but just to get that in one day, and especially how simple our people are today, man, Jake just like, oh shit, fuck that, I'm gonna take that money. And then the next thing you know, they get drawn in, they get pulled in, because you know Esau not gonna throw that at you immediately. He's not just gonna be like, okay, you gotta be a part of the Illuminati in order for you to come up. You gotta do this and speak about this in order for you to come up. Esau speaks game, man. All right, he's gonna show you the high life. He's gonna show you the royalties. He's gonna show you the good life. He's gonna show you the passion of it, how precious everything is. And Jake gonna be like, man, this is nice. I can actually see myself coming up with this. Then after a while, then that's when you see Esau reeling them in. Like, okay, well, if you want to continue to receive these type of checks, this is what you got to do. And guess what? Like I said, nowadays, Jake, they don't give a fuck, man. They do not care at all. There's videos out here where Jake said he would literally get on his knees to another dude for $5,000, man. $5,000. So imagine what Jake would do right now if $60,000, $100,000, $500,000 was presented to him at once, man. Jake gonna take that money and do what's necessary, and that's sad. But this is Sirach chapter 40, and we're gonna start at verse 20. It says, wine and music rejoice the heart, but the love of wisdom is above them both. All right, yeah, we love music, we love wine. That's one of the things Jake loved to do. Jake loves to put on music, sip a little bit, dance, you know, put something in a good mood. But at the end of the day, this is the mindset that you should be in today, knowing that this place is getting ready to be destroyed, knowing that Esau is getting ready to bring that great wrath, knowing that the Lord is on his way. It says, but the love of wisdom is above them both. You got to seek this knowledge, man. You got to come out of this world. You got to get to the point where you just like, look, man, I can't keep listening to this garbage ass music. Because that's all it is garbage music. Just like Jeezy said, I'd rather listen to your instrumentals, nigga. You know, a lot of times we like, man, I just rather listen to instrumental or listen to the beat. I don't even want to listen to y'all, man. All right. But like I said, ain't nothing wrong with music. Like I said, you can't front with some of the music that comes out. I mean, we are Jake as well. You know, you hear some of the music, you be like, man, it sound good. You know, you hear like a 50 Cent song or some from Lil Wayne, Eminem, or whoever, you'd be like, hey, they were going in, you know, it's cool to listen to, but at the same time, you're hearing what they're saying though, and you don't let that overtake you, because you have this wisdom. You just be like, look, they going off, they're being evil, you know, you listen to it, and after that, you act like, and you never listened to it before. You just put it down, man. Because the first thing that we think about every single day is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and salvation. So read it again. It says, wine and music rejoice the heart, but the love of wisdom is above them both. The pipe and the psaltery make sweet melody, but a pleasant tongue is above them both. All right. So the thing that we're doing is we're going out there and telling you what the real music is. The real music is this word, man. It's this word. Let's get Luke. We're going to get Luke chapter 7. We're going to start at verse 31. And it says, and the Lord said, whereto then shall I liken the men of this generation? And to what are they like? They are like unto children sitting in the marketplace and calling one to another and saying, we have piped unto you, and you have not danced. We have mourned to you, and you have not wept. For John the Baptist came neither eating bread nor drinking wine, and ye say he hath the devil. All right. Salakia. So here it is. We're going out there teaching the word, preaching the word. This is a new song that the Lord has given to us through the Holy Spirit, through the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. This is the song that we're presenting to you. We have pipe, but y'all not dancing. We mourned, and y'all not crying. We're sighing and crying for the abominations that have been done thereof, like it says in Ezekiel 9:4. We hear this music, we see the state of our people, and we're like, man, Lord, please do something about this. Please get us out of this hellhole. But y'all, on the other hand, 2/3, I'm like, what you talking about? This is the life. We living good out here. We twerking on top of ambulances, having parties every single day, going to the club, getting pregnant on purpose. We own all the guns in the world. We able to afford all the weed we want. That's 2/3. They're not crying and they're not dancing to this truth. But it's okay. Like we said earlier, this is why we're glad that we have a small remnant that's going to understand this truth, man. And Lord willing, we are part of that small remnant, which is the elect. Started with the 144,000 on down. All right. Verse 33, it says, for John the Baptist came neither eating bread nor drinking wine, and ye say he hath the devil. The Son of Man is come eating and drinking. You say, behold, a gluttonous man and a wine bibber, a friend of publicans and sinners. But wisdom is justified of all her children. All right. So once again, wisdom, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of this truth is what's needed. Once you come into this truth, you start thinking differently. You don't think about the things of the world anymore. You don't live in the world anymore. You get to see exactly what the world is because you're illuminated. Your eyes are open. You have the Holy Spirit upon you. So guess what? You pull yourself out of the world. You let everybody else do them. All right. So let's get one last scripture, then we'll close it out. Let's get Revelation 14. And we're going to start at verse 1. It says, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts, and the elders. And no man can learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. The meaning when they say that they're not defiled with women, meaning they wasn't overtaken with the philosophies and the religions of this earth, the ways of this earth, man, the ways of the wicked. All right. They didn't fall for the okie doke. They didn't go out and become Christians and Muslims and gangsters and so forth and so on, man. They realized what the truth was, and they worship Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And they said they are virgins, all right? They are clean, forgiven for their sins, all right? These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth, all right? These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and unto the Lamb. and in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of the Most High. See, they were forgiven for all of their sins because they worship Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai correctly. All right, there's going to be 144,000 and a great multitude that's going to believe and worship Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai no matter what. Okay, and the reason being is because they learned that song. What is the song? This truth. They realized and understood that they were Israelites. They understood that they have to change their ways because they knew if they didn't, then that would be their ass, man. They realized that the Most High would get rid of them. The fear of the Lord came upon the elect. All right. So at the end of the day, we are not defiled with women, Lord willing. We are not falling for anything that's inside of this world, man, especially when it comes to hip hop. This is one of the main and most powerful things that Esau has pushed on our people. So at the end of the day, man, you cannot let this go. I know a certain brothers that just say they can't even listen to rap no more. They say they just put it down because they already know it may cause them to think differently. It is what it is. You can listen to it or you can put it down. It is what it is. As long as you're being strong for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai at the end of the day. Because yeah, the music is satanic, it's demonic, it's evil, it's wicked, it's all of those things. But you know, you just don't let those things get inside of your head to the point where you want to go back in the world. But this is what's being pushed on our people, man. They already know how powerful hip hop is, and it definitely has taken a toll on our people for the worse. But Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is on, you know, changing things in the earth, and it's about to, you know, things are about to get better in the kingdom. Will hip hop be a thing? Probably not. Because just for the simple fact that when you rap, man, just from coming from a personal standpoint, when you rap, it's very competitive. It ain't nothing wrong with being competitive, but this is why they got the thing with battle rap. You know, you kind of get that anger upon you, and you get a little bit too monstrous when it comes to rap, man. Now, you don't have to be like that, but that's what it is. Hip hop has been pushed as being the quote unquote hard dude. You the one that's tough. You the one that stand up. You the one that's not afraid of anything. I light the mic on fire. You know, it's that's the vibration that comes with hip hop. So will it be in the kingdom? It could be, but you know, that's another subject down the line. But anyway, this is what's being pushed on our people. And yes, the industry has done this on purpose. They've made them dumb down the music on purpose every single year, man. Every single year it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And the scriptures speak about that. All right. The daughters of music shall be brought low. The music is horrible. And it's not just rap either. Pretty much all music these days are horrible. It's just straight up trash, man. All right. But things are about to change. So just keep worshiping Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And hey, man, we almost out of here. So I hope this was edifying. So with that, I'm saying, call Halayim Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rachaa. Double honors to the apostles, to the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazad, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.